Dear Diary, today I performed. I also have a cell who's crawled her way into my lap, which is really, really cute. So today's just been all over the shop, hasn't it? I've been happy and then sad and then happy and then sad. I guess I want to acknowledge some very meaningful conversations that have come about from the videos. I'm sorry that I've been antagonistic, I guess, particularly towards my mother. I think my mum feels I'm targeting her with some of the stuff that I talk about. And that's certainly not the intention, just as I'm sure it's not the intention to hurt me. It's just we need to, and that's it. The way that I view conflict is we're not fighting each other, we are fighting a problem. And that is something that we need to work together on. So if communication is an issue, then pointing the finger at the other one or the other isn't a thing. We both need to work together to figure out what's an effective way to communicate and, continue working together. So, look, I took a long time doing my makeup, and also Mum did call to say some really important things to me, especially after the last message. She called to say that she loves me and that I'm not a burden, and that life would be devastating without me, and she never wants to have to think about that, and that she's sorry that message gets lost sometimes, which I understand. And I think, I don't know, I've tried to broach the subject of love languages before, but no one in my family is really interested in that, but that's okay. And I think that's also something that I need to work on, is my expectation of others. And if they're not meeting my expectations, either to figure out another way to communicate what I need, or let it go and either sort myself out and find a solution myself, or just let it go, because things aren't all that bad. I'm a little bit disappointed to be home right now. There's like an after party kind of thing on, but I don't know anyone, and maybe it's my borderline, maybe it's my paranoia or something, but the people that I do know at the studio are friends with people who don't like me or I have a bad history with. So it's not so easy for me to just go over and be like, hey, I'm going to hang out with you. I didn't take anything to drink. I didn't have anything to drink. I mean, I could have taken like a third of a bottle of wine and looked like a total dero, but no, thank you. Especially not at this time of year. There'd be too many cop cars around, and I guess because of my history and everything and stuff, by history I mean because of the pot use, and then also the sedatives and stuff, I don't really have a good read on when I'm tired or when I'm under influence, unless I'm like really, it's, like I have no way of sort of telling, I guess, if it's in that maybe tipsy stage, I suppose you would say it. So, I mean, that's part of the, I guess, there you go, May. That's part of the journey too, is that, being on drugs means that I haven't really been in touch with my emotions, or the emotions that do come up are only really intense ones. And there's a lot of, it's not just from 0 to 10. There are lots of numbers in between, well, 9, but different grades. And it's me needing to relearn what those things mean, and that being mindful through all that just like thoughts aren't facts, feelings aren't facts. Feelings are what my body uses to communicate with me how I feel about a situation. So if I become angry, it's because I feel like I don't have control and I need to use aggression to regain it. If I feel jealous, it's because I feel inadequate. If I feel joyful, it's, and all these sorts of things. Like, emotions are just your body's way of communicating with you how you feel about your environment. But it's quite reactionary, and I suppose that's also the problem, is I've been fucked, for lack of a better word, to know how to assert myself or navigate without stuff. So yeah, anyway, so I didn't really feel comfortable sticking around with everyone. So instead I've come home. I'm chatting with Rachel, who couldn't be there, and sent her some videos of the routines from tonight. So we're having a good little bond over some of the shit that's gone down over the last couple of weeks leading up to rehearsals. And yeah, look, it is what it is. I'm happy with my performance. It wasn't perfect, but it never is. It was a lot better than the last one. I was happy enough to post it to my Leica page. And maybe I might even, I was going to say maybe I'll post it to my YouTube channel, but not even this channel, like I mean like my Like a Fox poll channel, but I don't think it's quite at that level. Bye, Sal. Of good, I don't know. Usually I have my solos on that channel. I think that's why I'm just sort of like, no, I don't want to put a group act on there, but I'll put it on my Facebook page, and maybe I'll snip it in half and put it up on Instagram as well. But I'm also mindful that, am I doing that for likes and attention and dopamine hits? Because that's not the right motive. It's just like, I wanted to be a pop star so that I'd be loved by a lot of people. And it's like, yes, you'll be loved by a lot of people, but you'll also have a lot of people trying to tear shit out of you and tear you down and all this sort of stuff. I had some of that stir fry for dinner, lunch sort of thing. I didn't have breakfast, I guess. So let's say I skipped breakfast. So I had porridge for lunch. And then a few hours later, I had that, some of the stir fry, just so I had a bit of protein in my belly before I went to perform. And now I'm wishing I hit Macca's on the way home. So I might pop the oven on and find some potato jams or something to snack on as a treat. Because I have worked out. I have sorry to swear. Sorry, Mum. But it was only 2 minutes today. But performance, I think, is a little bit different from training. And my plan is to, I said this to my mum, I've booked in to go to yoga tomorrow morning, because I know that last time I did a routine, last time I performed with the Exotic Girls, I was also a pole kitty. So climbing up and down, cleaning poles. I think I climbed the pole about 40 times that night on top of doing our routine at the very end. So I was very sore the next day when I went to footy. But, because it was finals. Yes, I was at footy. I've booked myself in for a yoga class tomorrow to help me, get some flow and stretch and help everything loosen off a little bit, because I know that my body does respond very, very well to stretching. And and then I'm going to see how I feel. In my head, it would be really, really awesome to do one of the strength circuits and maybe do some interval training or just a little bit of cardio. But I am being mindful not to overload myself too much. But at the same time, then I'm like, but if you're not going to do it then when are you going to do it? Tuesday? Can you wait till Tuesday? Because Monday, I've got court. I can't, No, so I've booked myself in for, I think, a body balance class Monday night. I've taken the day off work. Initially, I only took sort of the morning off, and I was just going to work 5 till 8 in the evening. But then when I was chatting to Matilda about it, like I initially did it that way, where I'd have until 5 off, so that I thought I would, that would give me a good amount of time to sort of process things that happened that day, and then I can sort of snap out of myself for a little bit and focus on clients. But then when I was talking about that plan out loud with Matilda, I was like, I think I'm going to take the rest of the day off. And she was like, yeah, I think you should. I think you'll need to. So yeah. So I have taken the rest of that day off. Which I guess is another sort of financial stress, is I am taking sort of days off, but I don't know. At the same time, I'm also scared that Centrelink's going to tell me that I'm committing fraud because I'm working 10 hours a fortnight. So, go figure. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah. Who knows? Maybe I might even just go to the yoga class tomorrow and then come home, work with my client, and if I get a bit restless tomorrow night, maybe I'll head back down and just go for a bit of a walk on the treadmill or a cycle or something, just as an activity to do. But yeah, so if you've been watching these, I'm sorry and thank you for being on this roller coaster journey with me. Welcome to life in the brain of May and how it can just swing like a pendulum. And stability would be nice, but the world isn't going to give me stability. I need to create my own. So we'll do that. All right. I'm hungry, so I'm going to go find something to eat. I might check in later before bed, or if not, I'll see you tomorrow morning. But yeah, today went really, really well. Send me a message if you would like to see the routine. It is online, or I can send it to you directly. I'm happy to do that. Just let me know. Take care. Bye.